Purpose of Rama avatar. Lord Srimad Narayana's Dwarapalakas Jaya and Vijaya had to undergo the consequence of the curse on them by Sanaka brothers by taking 3 births with the Rakshasika traits. Their second birth was in Treta Yuga in the 28th cycle of Chadar Yugas as augurs. Ravana, that is Dashagriva, and his brother Kumbhakarna, and their death and salvation were destined to be at the hands of the Almighty, who took the avatar as Sri Rama on earth. Sri Rama took birth as a son of King Dasharatha, who was a scion of Ikshvaku for various reasons. Ravana had confronted and worsted the scion of Ikshvaku by name Anaranya. In his dying moments, he cursed Ravana by saying that his death would be at the hands of a scion of Ikshvaku by name Rama, the son of Dasharatha. Ramo Dasharathi Nama Sate Pranan Harishyati. It was thus ordained that Ravana's death would be at the hands of Sri Rama, born in the line of Ikshvaku. Another reason, Ravana the Rakshasa, with unsurpassed powers resulting from boons bestowed on him by the Creator Lord Brahma, had tried to violate the chastity of Vedavati, daughter of Brihaspati's son, sage Kushadwaja. She got the name Vedavati as a result of her father's mastery of Vedas, which she had fully absorbed, and was therefore Vedavati, meaning the incarnation of the Vedas, as explained by herself to Ravana. Vedavati was in meditation with mind focused on Sri Vishnu, to be blessed with mind, to be blessed to be his spouse, seized with passion to possess her. Ravana dared to seize hold of her by pulling her hair. Vedavati, with her power of penance, cut off her hair using her hand as a sword and endured the fire that emerged from her glowing eyes. She had cursed Ravana that his death would be due to her when she would be reborn as the consort of Lord Narayana, that is Sri Rama. Vedavati had said that she would be born as Ayonija, which means not born of womb. Thus it was that she was born as motherless child and was found by Janaka in the plowshare and so called Sita. Yet another reason for Rama avatar, the emancipation of many accursed souls and protection of the innocent sages living in forests, going about their pious routine. Many a curse had been incurred by Ravana, who reveled in the thought that his death would not be at the hands of gods, celestial beings, animals or serpents, other ogres or daityas or demons. He reached Mount Kailas, where Kubera had his abode after Ravana had banished him from Lanka. Ravana happened to see the celestial nymph Rama, the daughter-in-law of Kubera and consort of Nalakobara. He was infatuated and dared to violate her chastity despite Rama's plea that she was like his own daughter as she was Kubera's daughter-in-law. Kubera and Ravana being sons of Vishnavas through 2 wives. Nalakobara came to know about this and holding water in the hand uttered a curse. If you ever again violate the chastity of any woman forcibly without her consent, your head will be split into 7 pieces that very moment. Yada hyakamam kamartho darsheshari yasidam murdhatu saptata tasya shagali bhavita tada. Also, Ravana had been cursed by wailing widows of seers who had been done to death by him. Even when he was only 16 or 17 years of age, Sri Rama, accompanied by Lakshmana, helped sage Vishwamitra to conduct yajnas without the harassment of Rakshasas, the ogres. Giving salvation to Ahalya and then breaking the celestial bow at Mithila, Sri Rama married Sita but had to spend life in the forest for 14 years in order to fulfill the solemn word of father. Accompanied by Sita and Lakshmana, spent several years in the dense Dandaka forest, killed all the ogres, endured the abduction of Sita by the Rakshasa king Ravana through trickery of making Maricha appear as a golden deer, enticing Sita and causing the absence of both Sri Rama and Lakshmana away from the hermitage. Wandering in the forest, met sage Agastya, Shabari, and reaching Kishkinda, Sri Rama and Lakshmana met Hanuman and Sugriva, instantly developed an enduring bond. Installed the latter as the king of Kishkinda after killing his elder brother Vali, got guidance from Jatayu and his brother Sampadi, thereby enabling the wise Hanuman, son of wind god, to locate and comfort Sita. Constructed a bridge to connect from Indian seashore to the Lankan coast with the help of Nala, son of Vishwakarma. Reached the Lankan shore along with Ravana's brother Vibhishana, who had taken shelter with Sri Rama. Put an end to all of the Rakshasa generals. Ravana's brother Kumbhakarna and son Indrajit in fierce battles, and finally meted out to Ravana himself the inevitable death for all his heinous deeds. Secured Sita back from Lanka, where Ravana had kept her all the while. Reaching Ayodhya, accompanied by Sita, Lakshmana and others in the same divine aerial vehicle Pushpaka that Ravana had used to carry away Sita, brought utmost joy to beloved brother Bharata, who had been worshipping Sri Rama's Padakas and ruling the country on his behalf, and also to mothers Kausalya, Kaigi and Sumitra, nay, the whole of Ayodhya. Ascending the throne as the king of Ayodhya, Sri Rama's rule augured all the welfare for all the people of the kingdom, with malice towards none and charity for all. Sri Rama set the highest principles of dharma, whether it was fulfilling father's word of honor, killing of ogres in order to protect innocent brahmanas and seers from the heinous crimes, installing Sugriva as the king of monkeys after killing Vali for his unpardonable act of forcibly keeping brother's wife after banishing him, sending conciliatory messages to Ravana as part of the principles of Samadana Beheda Danda, or even allowing disgraced Ravana to go from battlefront to return after rest and rejuvenation with new chariot, coat of arms and weapons, or in putting Sita through the test of passing through the fire to prove to the world her unblemished chastity. Sri Rama was a glorious example of a dutiful son, a caring husband, a loving brother, an exemplary ruler, upholder of dharmic principles, Uttama Purush in all respects. Sri Rama Rama Ramedi Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanye. In Vishnu Sahasranamam, this was Lord Shiva's reply to Devi Parvati's query on the shortest means of reciting the equivalent of 1000 names of Srimad Narayana. Sri Rama Smarane Naiva Vyabhogadi Na Samshyehas. Sri Rama Rama Rama, we say in Sankalpa. Jai Sri Ram.